Sanford Stadium in Athens. Today, conference bragging rights on the line in this SEC Big Ten clash. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Ducks ready to kick it away first. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out. Zone was not a good one. The offense changing the play. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Got it in the middle. It's Phillips. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Georgia going up tempo. Running inside. It's Phillips. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL. But it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
That is exactly why they call the running back the safety valve. They used it, and they used it to perfection.
Yeah, and you want to push the ball down the field. You want to make those big plays, but you see the defense. They bring the blitz. I got the running back open. Dump it to him. Let him do the rest. Let him get the first down.
Well, they're trying to hit the slant, right? That's a bang-bang type play. It's got to happen fast. Good throw. Receiver just couldn't come up with the catch.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Ducks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking for room, it's Davison. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. And I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand. How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They'll snag it just inside the 10. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Grabbed over the middle. It's Phillips.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Got a man. It's Phillips. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Georgia sends out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. In the gun on 3rd down. Moore makes the grab. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. And the Ducks will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
All right, trying to attack the middle of the field on that in route. Nice job putting his foot in the ground. He didn't telegraph where he was going. He was open. He's just got to make the catch.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Got his man. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. The Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was two guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw again. Here's the pressure. Wide open downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that.
Oh, the ball's out after that big play. Defense got it. They're on the run. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over, and give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Powers through the defender. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Coleman.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
But one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago, Davison and Hill Jr., who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those two guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like what you saw a year ago, man. Like, they are...
He uncorks one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Makes the grab. It's hooked. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Throwing more. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
On 2nd and 10, a 4-wideout set, trips right. Moore will throw. This time he's got it. Open space at the 25. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. A designed run for the quarterback. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. They're down to one timeout left in the half. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt.
Makes the grab and room to run. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
To the air on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Fires to the middle. Working on the right.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on 3rd and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind there. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the 4th down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And they decided to go for it. They decided to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fellow right in the middle.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Dante Moore rushes on him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
Moore to the air. Throwing right. This time he's got his man. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They're not afraid to let one fly from back here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep points.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
He'll field the punt and take it back. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Moore to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Ducks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Stockton. He fires a bullet to the right. Hauls it in down the sideline. They'll move the change after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Hit as he throws. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Man, you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right.
But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. On fourth down, looking for the completion. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Moore from the gun on third down. And it's incomplete on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. No good. So guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead and still a 17-point cushion.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate, and listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Sends it downfield. Upstairs he's got just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You've heard us talk about it a million times. Find the tight end in the red zone. Use the big bodies, right? Well, they do. And he drops it. God, that is not normal for the tight end position. These are the guys you depend on down here in this area.
Pulls it in. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Stepping to the right. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Moore finds his man. Across the 25, he's got room. Wide open spaces. Ripped past midfield. Finally stopped at the 42, and that's the kind of chunk play that gets drives going. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw it again. That's caught. It's Hooks. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Georgia using its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. They got it. It's blocked. That's a live ball. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with Minnesota taking on the Cincinnati Bearcats. And it's the Gophers looking to move to 4-0 on the young season. And they're in front right now, and they've done it with discipline. Kind of the calling card of this program.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage challenge to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Fires left. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Gain of 16. Good enough for first down.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. On the ground, it's Davison. Makes him talk to the hand. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Throwing more. Firing to the right, complete. Smashes through the tackle. Runs through a man. He might have space. Touchdown, Oregon. And the pummeling has started. They'll try to add another to their lead.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
And the Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Got it in the middle. It's Phillips. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Georgia going up tempo. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Throwing on the run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail, now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Dante Moore fires into the end zone. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. On the move. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Ducks! This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
And he tacks on the extra point. Let's see what he can do with the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot.
Pretty sure that's a 70 screen out here.
Oh,
no, that's one
reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
To the air, it's Stockton. Snagged in the middle, it's Phillips. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and
not every fucking day.
Do on second down here. Back to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And this is dropped.
Why the hell do you keep getting fucking beat? That's what I would like to know.
Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Bulldogs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They just keep firing.
So did I.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Using his feet.
Bitch! Oh, this guy, I want to get that fumble back.
He's also got enough for the first down. Well, after the quarterback put the ball on the deck, he went into damage control mode and was able to get back on top of it.
Yeah, he's really lucky. And you remember, quarterbacks, they're not practicing the same ball security as running backs are, per se, each and every week in practice, but that's no excuse. That quarterback has got to do a better job holding on to the rock.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate. Pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle,
the music video
gets the stop.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and
no,
long.
Little baby rapper.
Oh, they really could have used that catch.
Yo, there's one thing I go high as fucking. I saw it freak me the fuck out. Nigga was, they panned around and see they panned around and showed niggas standing up. The little baby part come up, niggas was talking about it nowhere. But then you look at the shit again, that nigga was laying in his shadow.
Dial up a better play here.
Looking to the big tight end. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time and even better this time around. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great
Yeah, we're going to need to cut somebody's head off, man. I'm sorry.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to somebody the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back. Make the game easy.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third
quarter.
Back.
I'm gonna come find you. You know I can find you.
And Oregon has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line.
What you just said to me? Sitting on the council would be nice. Yeah, bitch.
Here's Moore to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
I'm more of a mad kid.
They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
You can talk all the facts you want to, you little nigga, but you ain't the queen, is you? Fuck your kids.
He'll bring it out.
You got a faggot for a son.
Short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Looking deep. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Moore with the play fake. He lets one fly deep. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Takes it the other way. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow. A shot toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
He gets it in there for the 2, and they'll chop a couple off that lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the fourth quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game, it looks like.
Going to run it. It's Davison. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Howie, what do you have?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks.
So they picked him up for some wrestling, isn't it? Yeah.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Quarterback extends the play. This time it's complete. Makes the grab in their space. He'll be out of bounds. Good pickup on that play, and we're at the 2-minute timeout. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Stockton. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
On 2nd and 10, a 4-wide-out set, trips right. Moore. That pass is incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. These are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Pocket breaking down. Blasted as he lets it go. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Shoots it to the left. Makes the catch. Converts on fourth down. Is still on his feet. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time. And he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys?
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively,
throws toward the end zone. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Oregon. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
100-yard pick 6.
They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Well, this guy's going to need an ice bath based on how he's run the football down these last 2 games, David. Back-to-back top 25 wins, in large part because of the way he's running the football. He has been physical, and it's incredible to watch him against really good defenses wear them down. It just seems to get better as the game goes on. This guy has just been a monster in recent games.
Hey, he's been an absolute monster. And I think when you're watching this team and you watch him the last 2 weeks against quality opponents and to be this physical, man, this bodes well for this team moving forward. Like, how are you not going to
that was like one of the first trailers they showed. They called him down there.
One of the best teams in college football. Back-to-back weeks, physicality. You can't stop me. You know what I'm doing. We're going to run the football, but we do it at such a level, we're still going to beat you.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Escapes the pressure to his right. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
And, man, he was just like, forget that, guys. I'm getting this back on one play.
Nigga, apple bomb.
Obviously, the big decision last drive, makes the mistake that goes all the way back to the house, and it looked to me like I want it all back. We're going to get the momentum right now. Defense ready, made a stand, made a nice play.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by
what
the
a trip say,
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see.
He's looking deep.
And
he's thrown another interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is
that's
their
the
enemy.
enemy store. We don't go there.
Pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Throwing more. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Incomplete. And, man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
This quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Come out with a line.
It'll be 3rd and long. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. He's going for the big play. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Takes a hit as he fires. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him. And then what happens, Palmer?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David. No question about it. They're just putting the hammer down right now with the lead, and the defense playing accordingly. Now giving it back to their offense for an opportunity to pad this lead even further here as we're in the 4th quarter.
They're wanting to pile up some extra points. Deep shot for the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Guys, I think we all expected this game.